Hey guys, Andrew McFarland here from StartAJuiceBar.com. Hope you guys are happy and healthy, excited to launch your businesses or grow your existing businesses. Today, I'm talking about franchising your juice bar. If this is a goal of yours, whether you have a juice bar already or you're opening one soon in the next coming years, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned and learn all the things that you need to be aware of before you franchise your business and things that are going to come into play around this. So before I do that though, and talk about this topic of conversation, if you're new to the channel, you don't know who I am, you don't know what we do, over the last decade, myself and our company has had the pleasure of supporting hundreds of entrepreneurs all over the world launch and scale successful juice concepts, smoothie concepts, acai businesses, juice trucks, smoothie trucks, all the like, as well as running our own businesses in this arena. So all the information on this channel is coming from this wealth of experience. Early invitation to press the like button. Even if you haven't watched the whole video yet, I know you're going to like it. So you can press the like button in hopes that it's going to actually be even better than you think. And I promise that it will be. Early invitation to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That way you get alerted when we release new content like this, because even one piece of information can change your life. You don't want to miss it. And now, without further ado, diving in. So you are interested in franchising your business eventually. And in order to do that, you have to be prepared. And the big question comes into your mind that you probably are going to have either now or later is, how do I know that I'm ready to actually franchise my business? I'm going to talk about some really crucial elements. I'm not going to get so granular into all of them. Otherwise, this video would probably be an hour or hours long. But I am going to talk high level as to the things that you need to contemplate and organize within your business so that you can be ready to franchise your business, and just things that you need to know overall. Okay, so the first thing that you need to answer for yourself is, what is your current role in the business and how much time are you investing in this role? I'm going to make two big distinctions, okay? One, are you investing your energy in simply trying to maintain the business? Meaning, are you running around trying to get groceries from the grocery store because you ran out of inventory, things like this? Or are you investing your time and energy in growing the business? Getting new strategic partnerships, coming up with new concepts, marketing strategies, things that are more growth oriented. Because if you're in the first scenario where you're simply maintaining the business, then your first phase goal in order to get ready to franchise your business is going to be to restructure how you are participating in the company in order to allow yourself to then focus on franchising the business, because guaranteed your business is not ready to be franchised if you are investing tons of time and energy just to keep the business afloat. That's the first thing. I actually want to share a story which made me actually think of this video concept. A couple of years back, I was speaking to a prospective client, and they got on the phone with me and they said, "Hey, I really want to franchise my business." I said, "That's great. We can definitely help you with that. So I want to learn a little bit about the condition of your business so we can establish what's needed and then what the next steps are." And I started asking this person some questions. And the more and more that I spoke to this person, I realized there were a lot of things that were not in place. One, they were only open for a few months. Two, they weren't very profitable. Three, this person didn't have any other employees and was primarily spending most of their time and attention working in the business, making the product, managing the business, doing inventory. So needless to say, this person, in my personal perspective, was very far away from franchising their company successfully. Because it's not to say that you can't technically franchise your business, you could, but what we're concerned with in this community and on this channel is doing things in the right way so that if you do take an action on, you're successful in whatever your intention is. And so that made me realize that it's very important, because I know a lot of goals that you guys have out there would be to franchise your business. And we got to talk about the things that need to be in place where you need to be positioned within the company in order to actually do that successfully. So that's the first thing, as I mentioned before. What are you doing day to day? Are you working in the business? Are you working on the business? And how much time and attention are you devoting to each one of these aspects? Okay, that's number one. Number two, which is a big one, and it's hopefully something that you're thinking about and is apparent to you, but do you have systems and processes for everything within your business? And I mean everything, okay? How you hire people, how you train people, how you evaluate their performance, opening checklists, closing checklists, cleaning checklists, processes for doing inventory, right? The list goes on and on and on. You need to have processes for everything in your business in order to then give this to someone else in order to recreate what you have done. If you don't have this, what's going to happen is someone's going to come into your business and you might just assume certain things are intuitive because you do them intuitively. But no, you need to think, if I was to give this business model to a 10-year-old, or maybe that's too young, let's say a 15-year-old, could they run this business? Now, outside of all those qualities of leadership that you need to have as a mature adult, but would they know what they need to do day to day? Is that clear? And if I don't have that, then I would not be ready to then pass this model on to someone else. So you have to think about all the systems and processes, macro, micro systems, in order to make sure that it's clear. And going through this process as well is going to force you to really contemplate, are the systems in your business ready to go? Are they mature? Because if you're also in a phase where you're continuing to have the systems in your business evolve in a very dynamic way, meaning you still don't know how you should be doing inventory or any other aspect of the business, then guess what? You need to refine these things and you need to get those together so then you can start documenting them to then translate that to someone else. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, is your company culture thought out and intentional and also easy to be translated and injected into another individual and their business? Now, if you don't know what company culture is, I'm going to start by defining that. Just like different countries, races have cultures, meaning ways that they do things, values, an overall feeling of the way that the community moves and breathes. Businesses also have cultures. Now, the thing is most small businesses they're too busy trying to survive that they don't think about the culture of the company, and they also don't know what the impact of the culture is in the business. And so the culture of your company has to be intentional. You have to know why you do what you do and how that impacts the emotional, spiritual atmosphere of your business. And if you don't have that, you need to put that in place, because it's very important that you make sure the qualities of what makes your business successful, not just from a product standpoint, but from an energetic standpoint, are translated into the future franchisees that you will have. Okay, so you have to know what your company culture is, and you have to also know how that was created. I'll just give you an example. Okay, if you want to have a juice bar business where the culture in the company is one of individuals who are really committed to their health, then you have to figure out, and when you're doing your hiring, make sure that the people you bring on into your business are either really devoted to their health or interested in getting devoted to their health, because that's going to commit and create a culture of your company that has these kinds of people. And then what you want to do is reinforce that by educating your community, maybe doing fast together as a business, anything that is going to continue to help strengthen the values of the culture of your business. And that's just one, because you could have many other cultures. It could be, having a culture of playfulness or autonomy. There's no right or wrong answer, but you have to know what it is. You have to be intentional about it, and you have to create systems to make sure the culture of your business really translates. Okay, that's number 3. Now, number 4, once again, this should be obvious, but it may not be to most people. Is your business making money? And how much is your business making? Okay, because when somebody buys into a franchise, they're buying into a concept and a model, and all of your financials have to be audited. They have to be clear, because they have to use it as an example of what someone else's potential opportunity is, right? And so, is your business maximizing the revenue on the top line, gross income? Is the business maximizing revenue in terms of the bottom line, net income, and all the efficiencies there? Because if you have your books, your accounting is sloppy, guess what? It's not time to franchise your business. You're not going to be ready. So this is why it's really important that you guys take these things into account from day one, because I know a lot of you might have your money going into a personal bank account. You might have expenses on your business that really shouldn't be there. There's all kinds of stuff that might make your accounting sloppy. But if you know ahead of time, my goal is to franchise my business, then you need to start having proper practices and standards and systems in place as soon as possible so you don't delay the process before you're ready to actually open your business. Okay? That's the fourth thing. Okay, what's number 5? Number 5 is, do you have a unique and compelling brand? I see this all too often. Companies out there whose brands look like every other brand visually, there's nothing distinguished about it. There's nothing that's going to make someone who's a potential franchisee come and say, wow, I really resonate with this company. From an aesthetic standpoint, a product standpoint, there's something that they're doing that's very unique that I want to buy into. Now, if that's not the case, then you got to work on your brand. Now, I just want to mention now, these are all things that we can help you with. So don't be discouraged if you're either early or you are in a place where, you have your business and you just really don't feel like you're there yet. That's okay. That's over here. Reach out to me personally at Andrew@StartAJuiceBar.com. Ideally, if you don't have your business started yet, we can help you from the very beginning so you're more prepared and accelerate this process. But like I said, if you're in business, it's okay. We can still help you. So don't get discouraged if a lot of this, what I'm saying, is overwhelming or just you don't know how to bring it together. Okay. So going back to your brand as a whole, most people don't know what a great brand is. Most people don't even know what branding is. Okay. Branding is the impression that you leave on your customers, your community, how your company lives in the minds and hearts of your consumer. Okay. And there's strategies to make sure that your brand is compelling, it's consistent, it looks like and feels like it has a lot of value, so the perceptual value is high, and you know how that's going to translate, right? You have guidelines, you have brand guidelines from, what are the fonts, what are the colors that you use, and what are their actual color codes, and because all this stuff needs to translate to someone else. If you don't have this and it's not well organized, you can't create a cookie cutter system that you can then duplicate and give to someone else, okay? That's number 5. What's number 6? The sixth and final thing, which is of critical importance, it comes into play with any business expansion, whether you're opening another location or you're going to franchise your business. Do you have the financial resources? Okay. Because it's going to cost money to invest in getting your business not only ready to franchise, but to do the legal paperwork and also to hire a sales team and get people and, build a proper team to do the training, to have everything together to do it correctly. So that way you're not cutting any corners, because the thing that really shifts when you go to franchise your business is your customers are no longer the people that are buying your juice. They kind of are, but really your customers become your franchisees, and you have to have systems in place and a team that can service your franchisees, from onboarding them to getting them ready to helping them with their store development. It takes time and attention to do this, and you're going to need people and you're going to need financial resources. So if you're not funded and don't have the money, that's okay. You're going to have to raise money for this next phase of your business evolution. And I'm sure there are many investors, I would presume, and do know that people look for opportunities that are going to be interested in helping you with this phase. You're probably going to have to give up some equity, or you're going to have to go and get a loan, depending on how you want to fund the next phase of evolution if you don't have the money yourself. But that's okay. Don't let the lack of resources you personally have stop you, because it's still possible, but you are going to need funding in order to invest in this next phase of your business and business growth. Okay. So like I said, this is a high-level video. I didn't want to spend an hour going into every one of these topics, which I really could. I know that I could, and I'm actually going to make another video on company culture and what that is and how to cultivate it in a moment. So check for the channel if it's not live yet. Check back shortly. That will be there. But like I said, I wanted to give you guys an idea of, if your goal is to franchise your business, and all these things that I'm sharing too, even if your goal isn't to franchise your business, it's applicable, because you need to have a business that runs well. And oftentimes, even having a goal of franchising, it's a good catalyst to help you realize where your business isn't really where it should be in order for you to continue to grow the business. So like I said in the beginning, you can reach out to me personally if you guys are ready to take your business to that next level, whether you haven't gotten started or you have your business and it's ready and you want to develop it further. Andrew@StartAJuiceBar.com. Questions or comments, put it in the comment box below. What is your biggest concern when it comes to growing or franchising your business? Comment box below. Like the video if you haven't pressed the like button yet. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Follow us on Instagram. We actually have exclusive content that we only release on Instagram, certain giveaways on Instagram that only happen there. So follow us on Instagram. And then lastly, if you like podcasts, we have a podcast. It's called the Juice Bar Experts Podcast. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. So you can listen passively or actively. That's all for today. Hope you guys are happy and healthy. This is Andrew McFarland with StartAJuiceBar.com. I'll see you guys at the next video. Hope you guys have been enjoying the video content. If you are inspired to launch your juice business, but you're not exactly sure what steps to take, for you, we've created a free ebook, 15 Steps to Starting a Juice Business from Scratch. This is going to give you a high-level overview of everything you need to do from where you are now all the way to opening your business. Now, if you want to go even deeper, we've created an online course, the Juice Bar Master Blueprint. This is going to go into great detail into every aspect of starting your business, everything from branding to menu development to finding the right location, the equipment that you need, and so much more, all the way to launching your business. There's links for both of these in the description below. I know you're going to find a lot of value out of them. As always, hope you guys are happy and healthy, wishing you a lot of success, and I'll see you at the next video.